Hey Geeks, welcome back to the Geeks Show. My name is Josh.
I'm Anna.
And Connor is down here. And this is the first review we've done in quite a long time, so we're going to try to knock some rust off. And in this video, we're reviewing Season 2, Episode 1 of Jessica Jones on Netflix.
Yes.
So, obviously, spoiler warning, if you haven't seen it yet and you want to avoid any spoilers, skip this video, come back later, because everything we say from this point forward is going to be a spoiler. The title of this episode was AKA Start at the Beginning, and this season is literally starting at the beginning. It's going to deal with Jessica Jones' origin story, which Season 1 did a very little bit.
Yeah.
But I think, well, first, I'm loving this season so far. We're 2 episodes in, and I think I'm enjoying it even more than Season 1 so far.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. And, well, let's just, call it like it is. Jessica Jones is head and shoulders better than every other Marvel series.
Yeah.
Except for maybe The Punisher. Season 1 of The Punisher was really good.
Yeah, we'll have to wait until we finish the season to see how it's going to stand up to Punisher, because Punisher was really good.
But Jessica Jones, in my opinion, is the better series, except for maybe Punisher.
Yeah.
All right, so Season 2, dealing with Jessica's origin story. And you know what else I really like? I like that they're doing her origin story, because her origin story is fascinating. I also like that they're doing a little more of her private investigation career.
Yeah.
Like, she's got a rival now, and his name is Price Chang, and my gosh, has there been a more punchable character in all of television?
He's kind of a tool.
Yeah. And, like, he totally antagonizes her, and she beats the crap out of him, justifiably so, in my opinion. And then he goes to Jerry, and he's going to try to sue Jessica now.
Yeah, which is kind of lame.
Which, I mean, come on, he had it coming. He was asking for it.
Yeah, like, man.
Dude, what just
he was
a
just
jerk
antagonizing
thing
her,
to do. Yeah. So, and he knows she's powered.
Yeah.
So he knows what's coming. And now he's going to sue.
Yeah.
So I think that might have been his plan from the get-go.
Yeah, maybe. And the lawyer is the one who hired him to try to absorb Jessica into his private investigation.
Yeah.
And we didn't get a whole lot of information on that, just that she wants Jessica to do something for her, and Jessica won't do it otherwise.
Yeah, and this story is pretty interesting, because Jerry hired Price to get Jessica to sell her business so that she could work for Jerry. And now Price is suing Jessica, and Jerry was on board with that at first, and then she stopped taking his calls. So I don't know if she's having second thoughts or what's necessarily going on with Jerry, but it's pretty interesting, and I'm interested to see how that's going to shake out.
Yeah.
Because Jerry is spiraling out of control right now.
Yeah.
Like, she's hiring hookers and stuff, and she's just going off the deep end.
Was the hookers in episode 1 or 2?
I don't know. It was in 1 or 2, I don't know. And one thing I do want to mention, now that we're talking about Jerry and some of the peripheral characters of the show, I think one of the drawbacks, because there's over 2 years between seasons, because Season 1 premiered in November 2015, it's March of 2018. So it's been 2 years and change, and that's way too long between seasons, because I've forgotten about a lot of the peripheral characters and storylines.
Yeah, like Jerry, I recognized her and I was like, who is she from the first season? I could not remember who she was. And most notably is her next door neighbor.
Yeah, Malcolm, who was a drug addict from Season 1, but I didn't recognize him.
No, I just thought
first.
He was a new character.
Yeah, he's a new character. She has an assistant now. And then he mentioned at some point that he was an addict. I'm like, oh yeah, her neighbor's an addict. I remember that guy now. But it's so long between seasons that unless and there are those people out there who can remember every minute detail of every show they've ever seen. We're not those people. We take a long time to learn a character name. We take a long time to recognize a person. If somebody comes back after a few episodes, we're like, okay, now who are they again?
Yeah.
We're not the kind of people who will, immediately recall somebody.
My recall on TV, movies, and books is pretty bad.
People.
Yeah, and people. Yeah. Like I said, I didn't know her name was Jerry. I was just like, oh, the lawyer. I remember a lawyer from Season 1. I couldn't even tell you what she did in Season 1. I just vaguely remember her, and I remember her wife dying.
And her best friend Trish. I had forgotten
Yeah.
most of her story from the first season. I vaguely remember that she's not got a good relationship with her mom. That's about all I remember about that character. And she's, Trish is, AKA Patsy Walker, who is Hellcat. Maybe we'll get to see Hellcat at some point in this series.
Oh my god, that would be
That
amazing.
Would be awesome. But speaking of, C-list heroes, let's go to the D-list right now. Whizzer showed up in episode 1. Whizzer, I actually had to look Whizzer up because it's like, there's no way Marvel actually named a superhero Whizzer. And they did. It was back in the Golden Age. I mean, which makes a lot more sense for such a silly name, Whizzer. But he is a Golden Age superhero, and yeah, he can run at super speed because he's got the blood. He's got some kind of genetic mutation, and he was bitten by a cobra and was injected with mongoose blood because they thought that would help, and that gave him super speed and reflexes and stuff. And so, yeah, Whizzer, I was really interested in this character because as soon as he showed up, I kind of knew. I was like, okay, this guy he's legit. He's got powers. Mm-hmm. I kind of figured that. I did not think he was going to die in the first episode, though.
No, we were like, probably third or fourth episodes when he's going to die. No, first episode.
Yeah. And, I mean, while this season does seem like it's going to burn a little slower than season 1 did, that happened so fast.
Yeah.
I thought that would burn a little slower.
Yeah, so that's kind of nice though, because if the season as a whole is going to burn really slow, mm-hmm. to have a couple of really fast plot points will be really nice to kind of help keep it from getting boring.
It gives the story a little shot in the arm every once in a while. Also, Simpson, he's going to be back, and I had forgotten about him. I forgot most of his story from season 1, and eventually it gets around. I was like, oh yeah, I remember what happened with that guy. And so, if you're like we are and you don't remember everything that happened or every character from a show, the fact that there is over 2 years between seasons, I would say go back and watch season 1 before you watch season 2.
Yeah, I'm kind of wishing we had done that.
Yeah, for sure. But baby's waking up. But I am really enjoying this season so far. It's just I think maybe even before we continue, because we've watched the first 2 episodes, so I think maybe even before we continue watching, maybe we should go ahead and breeze through season 1 again.
Yeah.
It might not be the worst idea ever, but I also want to keep watching season 2.
I know, season 2 is so good. Yeah, I'm right there. I don't want to stop watching season 2 because it's so good, but I'm like, oh, well, we can put it on tomorrow and just watch it all day tomorrow. We don't have to watch every little bit of it, just a kind of refresher, so we can do it, have it playing in the background.
I mean, I'm sure somebody on YouTube has done a complete recap of season 1. Maybe we could dig that up and find that and do it that way. But again, I don't think that it would recall enough for us. I think we really should just go watch season 1 again.
To-do list tomorrow. Watch season 1 of Jessica Jones.
So, we mentioned Price Chang, who is super duper punchable.
Yes.
There was another new character introduced in the premiere, Oscar, the new superintendent of Jessica's building. And at first I thought he was going to be pretty cool, but no, he has a thing against supers. Not because he's like a jerk or anything, but because he's in a custody battle, which that might have been episode 2. Sorry if it was, but yeah, he comes across as kind of a jerk, but he's not really. He's got his reasons.
Yeah.
So, sorry if I spoiled anything from episode 2. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, people usually binge watch this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
so
I doubt anybody's watching this after just episode 1.
They might be. Sorry if you did. My bad. I mean, just after the first... We've only seen the first 2 episodes so far. Just after the first 2 episodes, oh my gosh, I'm loving this season so far.
Yes.
Can't wait to see more, but we might have to go check through season 1 again.
Yeah.
But definitely, if you're watching this video and you haven't watched Jessica Jones at all, and you're just trying to say, hey, what do people think of it? Love it.
Yeah, love it.
Definitely
it's fantastic.
Watch it.
Yeah.
No, don't wash it. Watch it. Or wash it too.
Sure.
Alright, I think that's all we have for this video. If we missed something, if we didn't mention something that you think we should have, let us know down in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed this video, let us know by dropping a like on it and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already.
And thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.